Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to my video review. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Eva Disa. I'm from Data Science at Faculty of Computer Science. My NPM is 250830100017. This video is meant to fulfill my final semester exam assignment. So without further ado, let's jump right up to my topic. Have you ever watched a movie that started making you laugh out loud, but by the time you leave the theater, you left feeling mixed of sadness, fear, and deep thought? Well, in this video, I'm going to do deep dive into phenomenal film that managed to shake the global film industry. That film is Parasite, or Kisangtong, a masterpiece by the genius director Bong Joon-ho, released back in 2019. Why in this movie so special? Because Parasite wasn't just a box office success. It made history as the first non-English language film to win Best Picture at Oscar. The genre itself is super unique, a blend of black comedy, family drama, and thriller. Curious about how good it really is? Let's break it down. Okay, let's dive into the story first. The premise is actually quite simple. You have a poor family, the Kims, living in a semi-basement apartment that's damp and prone to flooding. They are all employed. But their fate changes when the son, Kiwoo, gets over to be an English tutor at the home of the ultra-wealthy Park family. From here, their secret mission begins. One by one, the Kim family members infiltrate the house by posing as professional workers who don't know each other. Regarding the plot, honestly, it's brilliant. In the first half, we are treated up to a perfectly executed comedy of deception. We actually end up rooting for them because their methods are so clever and so funny. But there is one point where the movie shifts drastically. Do you remember the scene with the heavy rain where the former housekeeper returned and ring the doorbell? Okay, let's move on the visual. Bong Joon-ho is a genius at playing metamorph through images. Even notice, this film really highlights the concept high and low. The camera often shoot the Park family in places that are high up, spacious, bright, and full of sunlight. In contrast, the family is always shot in cramped spaces, and to get home, they have to walk down endless flight of stairs to get to the semi-basement. There is also a unique technique, the use of lines. They are often shot where Mr. Park and his driver are separated by a car window frame. It's a powerful visual symbol telling us our social classes are different. Do not cross this line. The sound aspect is just as important. The music in this film is unique, often using grand, classical orchestral pieces. Funny enough, this elegant music plays exactly when the Kim family is scamming people or when things are chaotic. The sound effects are also crazy detailed, especially the sound of the rain. For the rich, rain is romantic and scenic, but the sound changes to a terrifying rumble when the floodwaters drown the poor family's home. Let's get into the meatiest part, the theme. Clearly, this film is a harsh satire on social inequality, but the message isn't black and white. But the movie doesn't simply say rich people bad, poor people good. It's not that simple. The film shows that poverty can force good people to do bad things just to survive. There is one line of dialogue that really hits home. If I were rich, I would be a nice person too. It's a sharp satire, implying that kindness is a privilege you can only afford if your stomach is full. And the symbol of the smell in this movie is genius. A smell is something you can hide, no matter how expensive your clothes are. Honestly, in my personal opinion, Parasite is just not a movie. It's an experience. It's rare to find a film that can make you laugh outlawed in the first hour, but left you terrified and heartbroken in the next. I find most impressive is how the director Bong Joon-ho plays with our emotions. At first, we side with the Kim family because they are funny and clever. We want them to succeed. But as the story goes on, we start questioning our own morality. We realize that they are doing it actually criminal and cruel, yet we can't fully hate them. This brings me to the question that stuck in my head. Who is the real parasite? Is it the poor family who leeches off the rich? Or is it the rich family who is so helpless that they can even wash dishes or drive or car without the poor? There is one specific moment that really broke me, the flu scene. While the Kim family is losing their home and sleeping in a gym, Mrs. Park is on the phone talking about how the rain was a blessing because it's cleared the sky for her party. That's so contrast is painful. It shows how the same rain can be a blessing for the rich but a disaster for the poor. As for flows, it's hard to find one. Maybe for some people who prefer fast-paced action, the beginning might feel a bit slow, or the ending might feel too dark. But for me, that darkness is necessary. It's wake-up call. So I highly recommended this movie not just for film buff, but for everyone, especially for us student. For us student, it's opened our eyes to the reality of privilege and social structure that we might ignore in our daily lives. Alright, to conclude everything, Parasite is much more than just a thriller or a comedy. It stands as a defining film for our generation. Bong Joon-ho didn't just tell a story, he held up a mirror to society. He shows us that the line between the nice, rich, and the cunning, poor is actually very thin and very fragile. The way this movie blends genre, making us laugh one minute and the gaps in horror the next, is simply masterful. The ending specifically left a heavy impression on me. Remember Ki-woo's final monologues, where he promised to work hard, get rich, and buy the house to save his father. It sounds helpful, but deep down, we know the truth. In reality, with his salary, it would take him hundreds of years to buy that house. That hope is the cruelest part of the movie. So, considering the brilliant script, the stunning cinematography, the acting, and the powerful social commentary, I have no doubt in my mind. I give Parasite a perfect score, a 10 out of 10. It is a masterpiece that deserves every single award it won. Well, that wraps up my review for a final semester exam. I hope you're enjoying this analysis as much as I enjoy making it. What do you think, guys? Do you agree with my rating, or do you have a different perspective? Thank you so much for watching, Mr. Lecture and friends. Have a great day. Bye.